Hey, this is JP with Central Idaho Mountain Weather. It is September 3rd, 2024, reporting on a new fire. We got the Glendale Fire that started yesterday a little afternoon with a lightning strike that those thunderstorms moving through the valley earlier in the day. This is the plume that built up afterwards. This was taken in the afternoon by Clark. Thanks, Clark, for the awesome photo from the Osberg Ridge Trail looking south towards the fire. And if you're enjoying these broadcasts, we ask that you do a one time donation or sustaining membership on our coffee account. The link is above or below in the comments. So, kind of giving you a rough details of what's going on with what happened with this fire after it was called in. They then assembled a bunch of very large air tankers coming in here and laying down a bunch of fire suppression lines, fire retardant lines, I would say. And so we had three or four different ships that I could see. One was coming in from Helena, one from Pocatello, and then one, I believe, from Twin Falls. Must have been a smaller one. So then they kept working on the fire that continued through the night. This was taken from my house at 10 p.m. Over on the west side of Haley. And then we had some rains come through, and this is what it looked like after that rainstorm came through. At my house, we recorded about 6/100ths of an inch of rain, so not even a tenth. But that looks like it helps with the fire. This is burning in sagebrush, so sagebrush doesn't have a lot of fuel. It could burn really fast and move quickly, but it doesn't have a lot of fuel to really keep going. So that's the good news. Let's get into all the information I know. So this is from Wildcat Dispatch. They are reporting the fire to be almost 11,000 acres. Let's see. So we had pretty much southeast winds yesterday, kind of localized winds funneling up through the valley, the Wood River Valley, and that provoked the fire that started near Glendale Road to spread up into the northwest. Now I built a Google Earth overlay of this. So the fire started down here, southwest of Bellevue. Bellevue's up here on Glendale Road. It looks like it came pretty close to a house here. I haven't heard of any structures being lost, but man, did you hear the fire engines going off yesterday afternoon when this thing was starting to approach Croy Canyon. And we went from a set order to a go order pretty quickly, as I think they realized the fire was getting closer. Let me flip this around so you can see all the homes here in Croy. So the evacuations were for Rock Creek and west, so we're looking the opposite direction. So all the homes in here were going to be threatened. This is not the only heat source I could find was the red. I kind of made up what I thought the fire did based on winds in yellow. It's quite possible that it hopped Croy Canyon Road. I'm not quite sure. All I know is they had a ton of the air support. They had a hotshot crew that was brought in from the Wapiti Fire, and they have three dozers that were up there too, along with I think Sun Valley came down, Ketchum came down with some engines, Wood River and Haley, I'm sure, were on it. I heard some engines coming up from Bellevue too, it sounded like. So lots of local support from our fire departments going to work, and they kind of always prepare for this to happen. These fires can spread pretty quickly in the sagebrush. Yeah, I don't think anyone was really anticipating this. There was a red flag warning out yesterday. It has been super dry. So let's hope that the fire kind of got knocked down by that rain. Let's see if there's anything else I wanted to talk about. I don't really have a ton of information on this, unfortunately. Looking at all the different satellites, it's kind of hard to see. So this is a different source. This has all these different satellites that fly over the Earth at different times of the day. So this information isn't readily available. It doesn't just you can't just pop up the satellite radar and see the fire. So this comes in, every 6 or 12 hours. You can see actually it looks like it might have spread it further to the west of Kelly. We'll just have to get some ground truth with that as daylight happens. So let's look at the forecast, what we can expect today if the fire's still going. Cloud cover is going to be a big player today, so the clouds are going to roll out this morning, and in the next few hours we're going to see clear skies. We are going to have some clouds come back in mostly around sunset. It might not even hit the Wood River Valley, and then it's supposed to be building with high pressure for the next week. So hopefully they get that thing under control. Let's look at the winds, because the winds are going to be that we have ample sunshine this afternoon, and then we're going to have winds on top of that. And we already had fairly dry grounds besides that wetting rain. So we're going to have southwest winds coming in. We're going to have gusts up to 40 miles per hour as this upper level low tracks over Idaho. We have this swath of winds coming with it. So those will move through and kind of be harshest over, it looks like, Cary and Arco Desert, as they typically kind of get funneled through there. And then the winds shift to the west overnight, and then kind of north to northwest. So that's all I got on the fire update for the Glendale Fire. I'll try to keep in touch with this. I am going out to the mountains for the next 5 days, so I won't be able to be given too much more coverage after tonight.